Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the Ghostly Quarters podcast. My name's John.
My name's Ricky.
And my name's Amy.
So we're going to Alford Manor, but we have been there before, but you two can't seem to remember where it is that we've been to.
No, I don't remember much about Alford Manor at all. I remember we started in the bar area, and the bar area was really active. We got a lot of good stuff down there. And then I remember being in a bedroom where, if I remember right, there was a door. We was all sat like at the bottom of where the bed was, but there was a door towards the back of the room. And if I remember right, we had a REM pod set up in there, which was going off from time to time.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yes. And didn't we get a picture of like a shadow?
Coming out that door, I believe we may have done, yeah.
Might
But
be on my camera.
I've got it in my head. Was it a child spirit we was getting in that room?
Yeah. From what it was saying.
I'm right in saying, honestly, because I cannot remember enough all about this place. Is there, if you go upstairs, there's like a classroom area, but it's quite,
You have to duck
quite
to get into
low.
it. Yeah. That's in the attic.
See, when Ricky was talking earlier to us before we started recording, and he was saying about you can get up in like the attic area, and there's the original door behind glass. That doesn't ring a bell to me at all. And I'm thinking
No, it's coming back to me.
where did
It'll
we
take
go?
2 hours.
What town hall did we go to? Somewhere town hall.
Waff Town Hall.
What?
Yeah. I'm thinking, what do you go somewhere like that in Waff? Don't
No.
know.
You go upstairs into like the old ballroom bit, don't you? And it's got the original artwork on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's been covered by cheap council like ceiling, if you like.
Yeah.
They were actually taking it down when they to try and get the original. So am I right in saying that?
Yeah, that's Waff. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what he's done.
Yeah. But I think Alford Manor, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you can remember, is that you can go round Alford Manor either way. So you can either take the right way or the left way. Am I right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right. So what
And
we did.
it joins all round, and then at the top on the left hand, am I right in saying on the left hand side, there's a room that you step down into.
Yeah, you step down, but you have to also duck to get into it.
Yes, this isn't the attic, is it? This is actually a room, and they had a pram. There's a pram. There was kids' toys in there.
Yeah, that's the classroom. That's in the loft. So the loft is in 3 sections. You've got this middle bit, which has the door behind the original door behind the glass that you can't touch.
I can remember. Yes, yeah, yes, because you actually go over the panels.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you remember that, John? You actually go over the panels, and we were there. And in it, they've got information of what Alford Manor was and what it.
That rings a bell, but I don't recall that being in the attic.
No,
Yeah,
I think it's on the first floor. So you've got the ground floor where we are. Then you go up to the bedrooms, and I think it's on there. And then you go up to the attic room. No,
I remember going into Alford Manor, and I personally, I think what you're thinking of going up the stairs, and you can kind of go either way, is Peterborough Museum. It's Peterborough Museum's like that, isn't it?
Yeah, but in Alford Manor it's the same. So the middle level, you can go on either side of the house through the first floor, but you can go upstairs on the right hand side. You're just not allowed to go downstairs on the right hand side because they've got the original stairs in, haven't they, on the right hand side? It's all taped off. You can't go down it.
So I remember Alford Manor. You get there. Well, the way I came in, I was let through like a side door, and you go down like a long corridor.
Yeah.
Where the toilets are here when you first go down that long corridor, and then you go through like a big marquee, ballroom type thing, and then we turned left, which was like a working cafe. and that's
Yes,
where
well,
she
we was.
left. That's where she let us keep all our stuff. And you came out of there, and across is where we went into the bar area. That's Alford Manor, isn't it?
Yeah. So you come from the
Yes.
cafe, you walk through the main entrance hallway, up the little hallway on the left, then you've got the
That's
bar
where
area,
your bar.
and that's where we got like it went mental, didn't it? The first time.
Yeah.
The marquee is the way out, the way in and out where we came in. So we didn't actually have anything to do in the marquee because you had to walk through the marquee to actually get into Alford Manor itself. So we didn't do any of that.
If I remember rightly, didn't they say last time we were able to get into the barn this time, where something quite serious happened in there?
Oh, that is just giving me goosebumps.
Remember, me and Joe both said that we saw a woman walk past there, and the woman and the bloke was in there. Well, there's no workers here. No one else was on site because they locked the gates.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you and Joe saying that.
We've got a lot to fit in 4 hours. I feel we've got a lot to fit in 4 hours this weekend.
Yeah. I think we'll do it because it's compact, isn't it? I know it's quite a big building, but the rooms are quite close together.
Yeah. You can investigate 2 rooms at a time because they're So especially that big main bedroom and the men's room, they're like pretty much joined together. If you had the door open.
Do you think we should start in the bar again? Because we started in the bar last time, and that was the most active part of the night when we was down in the bar. Yeah. Because if I remember right, we finished the night off in the bar.
And it went mad again.
We went back, and it went mad again when we went back into the bar.
Every time we went into the bar, which is good. I think we should do that again. I think what we would do, and I think we should really push ourselves in a way of I'm feeling it in here. Go with your senses, go with your own gut feeling on areas on Saturday and see where it takes us.
And complete some lone vigils.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that was in a way, to me, by the way, guys. I keep forgetting that on Spotify you can't see me, so I'm there waving my hands, going, "Yeah, that's to me. That's that dig was at me."
So the way I'm kind of seeing Alford Manor is as a brand new investigation, because all I really remember is the bar. So I will be happy to do a lone vigil anywhere. I can't really recall anywhere being overly terrifying. So yeah. Anyway.
No, I felt quite calm in there. The only thing I felt a bit weird about was I think it was because there was a mannequin in there, and it was that little classroom bit, and it just felt weird, didn't it?
When we was talking about the gentleman's room earlier, didn't we have? This is coming back. It's not a massive room, is it?
To me now. Sorry.
but there is a big round table in there.
Yeah, there is big round table.
I remember, there's chairs in each corner.
Yes,
and you go down a couple of steps to get into that room.
Yes,
because we had REM pods set up on the chairs. We had things. Yeah. Yes.
It's an incredible building because it's meant to be the oldest, or is it the oldest thatched roof in the country, and the history that it's been so many things, hasn't it? It's been a home, it's been a school, it's been a boarding school, it's been a farmer working farm, things like that. So
who owns it now? Is it privately owned?
It's owned by the community, isn't it?
See, that's where I'm getting. That's where I'm thinking of Wath, because Wath Town Hall's owned by the community as well, isn't it? Because remember when we came out of Wath, that bloke started talking to us and telling the story.
It's so annoying that Wath you don't get signal.
Yeah.
So annoying, because that would be a great place to go back to show people just the building, let alone investigating it. I think just the building itself. Yeah, but I don't know how you're going to do it. You're not going to do it on a live.
No, you'd have to record it and then upload it to the thing like we did the others.
We could do it on a spare one, as in like to have a second one for the subs.
Did we record what last time we was there?
No, we tried. What do you mean?
Didn't we record
I've got loads of photos. I don't need any more photos. I've got loads.
I think we recorded it, and we had the idea we was going to put it up on YouTube.
I think we did.
So you may have that somewhere.
Yeah. If I remember rightly, you was going to make a YouTube video of it. because you can use your
Because
screen from the deep.
I've got loads of photos for that place.
It was at Wath. It was the first time I did the Estes. It was at Wath.
Yeah, the photos that we. Yeah.
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 Yeah, but I think we do need to go back there. I think we've got to see if we can continue the story we've got from that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we got the video from when we did the weird shop in town in Nottingham?
I haven't.
Because we went live that night.
It might be on my other laptop. I'll have to have a check.
That was a really good investigation as well. That was.
I think that's another podcast because that was a weird night as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was underneath for me. I was there, like I was intrigued with the underneath.
Story of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd buy that place in a heartbeat, I think.
I always look see who rents it because it's just sat empty now. It's actually emptied out.
Sad,
it just sits there. I can't find any information on it. But yeah.
That's sad. It is sad.
But what we'll say is this Alford Manor, it's community owned. They've put so much money into it, their own money into it, and they've tried to get it back to how it was, like to keep it in time period as it was. Yeah. And I think they've done such a fantastic job with it. I think it's meant. I think it's better but it's owned by the community rather than owned by a private business. You know what I mean? That comes in, does it all up, does it for profit and all that stuff. And I think it's nice and it's owned by the community.
Because I think that weird shop is council owned. I do.
Could well be.
But apparently the roof's all knackered.
That
and I know
roof.
when we was talking to the guy when we investigated there, he was saying he was getting rid of it. He was moving out just because they jacked the rent up that high.
Excuse me.
But I think if you could get it for the right price, you could do something good with that place.
It's in a really good location as well, isn't it? It's not like it's not like in the middle of nowhere. It's in this dead city centre, but it's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the outskirts of the city centre, but it's like a 10-minute walk bang on from bang on the city centre. So
yeah, it's really good. Yeah. I mean, I do enjoy that play. I did enjoy that. It was a good night. I mean, it was like, the funniest thing about that.
We just knew no history of the place.
Exactly. Well, we got one story, didn't we? Which we tried to get information from, and then I opened up what I thought was a hole in the wall, and a load of shit fell out.
Yeah.
Is what intrigued me. I just want to investigate the walls. To no need of saying that I want to rip down all the walls.
That's where there's a knife hidden in that place somewhere. And we was like, imagine if we found it.
And
accidentally, because we didn't actually mean mean to do that though.
No, it was. I thought this is a bit. Oh shit! Yeah, it all fell out. I don't even know what it was. I didn't want to know what it was.
But yeah, I mean, I just didn't get it at the time. It's like that place. It was like it had no identity as a shop, because it's like you've got you turn around, there's a Power Ranger on the shelf, and then you turn around and you bump into a guitar, and then trip over a stack of vinyl records, and then there's a PlayStation controller on the other side. It's just like what's going on?
It's then a walkie-talkie and then a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
And in the cellar, it's got it's in the a basement thing. It's made into a mini haunted museum, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Then you go upstairs.
Yeah.
And
you go upstairs, and it's yeah.
I mean, if you could get it, I personally would just say, to start out, you could just tidy it up a bit and just use it as a venue and rent it out as a venue.
Yeah.
To investigate.
And you could do that.
And then you could aim to turn it into a haunted museum, but I think you'd have to do it the right way. It's no good just filling it up with shit, fucking horror posters and stuff. You'd need to do it properly.
Yeah.
I would want all the history, documentation of the place, everything before I even went and thought this could be something. I would want to know that building inside out, what happened on that street, because to be fair, we know, even though the building, something goes on within the building spiritually, it doesn't mean something happened exactly within that building. It could be within the area, within whatever land it's on. So there's a lot of history when it comes to stuff. There's a lot of history that you've got to look into.
Well, the pub across the road where we had to go and collect the keys from, where me and Phoebe was waiting for you two. There's the famous story from Nottingham. It was like in the 60s, where the landlord was murdered outside that pub when he stepped out to walk the dog, and that's never been solved. It's never been solved who did it.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I say cool. It's not cool, but
no, I know what you mean.
That's directly history. Across the road. You're literally 20 feet away where that happened.
The more I hear and the more that I listen to like paranormal stuff and watching paranormal investigations and stuff, the more questions I have.
Yeah.
The more questions I have. It's mad.
I think that's what makes you a good, makes us a good paranormal team, because we don't go in there claiming to know all the answers.
No.
To be fair, I don't think anyone would ever know the answers.
No, you get some teams. You get some people that go in there. There's only one place I know the full history of, and I think to say that you know the full history of every building that you go into, I think that's a bit weird.
Yeah. It's I'm just there thinking we investigate, but I think the way that we've been doing it is more we've been going off on the history of the place, what we've been told, names, etc. I think we've fixated so much on what people know already.
Yeah.
That we need to be looking in a different direction.
Like going in there, rather instead of us giving them their name, getting them to confirm their own name rather than
intelligence. And then but also people are wanting to know more and more these days. I think it's a lot more open, isn't it? Spirituality and the paranormal and everything else like that is a lot more spoken about now. You still have a lot of skeptics, which is fine. It's not a problem. I think it's because it's not been fully evidenced on what actually happens when we pass away. And I think that's where it comes to that's where the question mark is, isn't it? What happens?
This is what I'm. This is what I say.
Do they know they've passed away? Do they know they're in the afterlife? Do they think we're something weird and odd and that we're the ghosts? Do you know what I mean? Look, what is it?
I think it's scary either way. It's either there is ghosts are real, or there's nothing. Either way, I think to me that's scary.
I'm not going to say that because I can't remember the word. You have a lot of, so people will think you go into a place, and do you know when you hear sounds, so you think, oh my god, that's like, it's okay. Okay, let me get an example.
Don't worry about him. That's just Barry. That's Barry banging on the doors, letting you know he's there.
No, I was going to say it's residual energy. So that's been built up within the wall. So, for example, if you were in a barn and you could hear horseshoes and horses, like you heard
I'm a believer in that. Walls hold memories and things like that.
Yeah. So it's about what's visual. It is visual energy, isn't it?
Residual energy.
Residual energy, and what's not.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to be looking into a bit more. I think because we go off. Oh, great. Dave's just come through, for example.
Let's
find out a bit about Dave. No, I know, because it's more sounds, isn't it? It's more sounds and feelings and stuff when it comes to.
My understanding of residual energy is something replaying, like
tune,
music. Say if there was a murder in a room and then you hear a scream or you hear the gargling and things like that. You're not actually seeing the ghost. You're hearing the residual energy of the event that happened.
Yeah, for example, that's what I was saying. So if you went into a ballroom and you heard the music, you heard laughing, you heard
people talking,
chimes, stuff like that. It's that's what happened within, and that's, I think we need to look a lot more into the evidence and that we get and what it is and what it means and how it works and stuff. It, just to
because everything that we have got, it's not. I wouldn't say all of it is
paranormal
evidence of ghost. I wouldn't say evidence of paranormal. I think we try to debunk a lot, all of it, and if we can't, we don't go instantly go, that's definitely paranormal. We think, well, there's a possibility, but there's also a possibility it's something else as well.
I think the initial reaction we think it's definitely paranormal, but then we question it.
Yeah, we shit ourselves. Absolutely, we shit ourselves straight away.
100%.
I'll be the first to run out of the building.
Yeah.
You'll be the first one to not run up the stairs.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, no, it was just a bit of an open thought that I had then, as in how to move forward as ghostly quarters and how we can really define what the paranormal is and what the afterlife is.
So, what would your opinion be on things like taking like a psychic round with you, like someone who's an out and out, who claims to be an out and out psychic, and would come to an event with you, and then would be like, oh, we've got Steve here. He used to work here. I could tell you what he's wearing. I could tell you his eye colour, how he's tied his shoelaces, what he smells like.
So,
I don't think it works. We'd end up just mocking him. I'm sure we would.
Not horribly. I mean, yeah.
Sorry, I've got.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. In my opinion, it's we all got different senses. I mean, I felt things and I've seen things. Amy, you've drawn things and seen things.
I don't know where it's come from. I wouldn't class myself as a medium. I wouldn't class myself as anything like that because I don't think I am one.
No.
I don't know what on earth comes. I can't explain it when that happens. And the fact that it was when we went to Stoke Museum, that was the place where I thought, I actually believed for a second, thinking, Amy, have you actually got something? Or have you know, the fact that I drew a girl that no one has ever seen except from the owner of the property has only seen, it blew my mind.
I know you get what makes me giggle, and I know it shouldn't, and I'm not taking the piss, but you get some people that come out in like long black trench coats and a Van Helsing hat, and then it's all dramatic. They look up. Here, you're investigating.
Yeah. And that's what I mean by we'd end up mocking them, because if we left it up to you to sort out, Ricky, some weirdo is going to turn up, and it's just going to be a spectacle. Do you know?
I am, as the lads would know, I am very particular with things like this. So, for example, if you wanted a psychic medium to come round, I would want a one-to-one with that psychic for them to do their magic on me. I want facts. I want the truth. I want it all for me to go.
And I'm not trying to mock them.
But I think you've got that many people out there that claim to be a psychic that are really not a psychic.
I think there is a very, very, very small percent who's genuine, but I think there's a lot of bullshitters out there in that field.
But I also think it's not the place of someone to call any singular person a bullshitter. I think you know what I mean. I think if they've had a reading off them, it's been very vague. It's like, yeah, your granddad used to wear brown shoes. Yeah, but it's not our job to say actually you're a dickhead. You just then name them publicly that they're being a dickhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I've also there's a system what some use which can be shown, and that's what I mean by a bullshitter. I think a lot of them. It's like we know people who come up with some fantastic things that give us, and there is no doubt how genuine they are. I'm looking at these, like you were saying, they turn up in the trench coats and everything, and it's like a spectacle with them. And I think it's a big proportion of those types that use the system and manipulate far more than what they can do.
Yeah.
If you actually listen to a lot of them, their answers are quite broad and could relate to anyone.
Yeah. They kind of
what
break
I'm
you
there
down.
going, I want facts, and I will not show you a piece of emotion whilst I'm going through this until you. That's the only way. So, for example, if you did want a psychic to come with us, Ricky, on an investigation, I wouldn't say no, but I'd be more. My energy would be more on looking at them and how they communicate, how they're doing things. I'm very one to go. I like to catch people out.
And I have done that to a very famous one, but I will not go there.
No, we're not. So it's more of it's really hard. It's really hard because when you come to psychics or mediumship, it's so broad as well. Like people could say, because I can draw and because I can sense, that I've got clairvoyancy in me. Have I?
But like John said, I mean, on like TikTok and Facebook, you get a lot of these people who go, what is it? 20 coins and I'll give you a 20-second reading. How?
Yeah. Well, when we was in Florida last week, we drove past a place on International Drive that said psychic readings. And Holly actually said, she goes, I'd love to do it here because they know absolutely nothing about you. And there's absolutely no chance they know anything about you. She's like, I'd love to see what they come out with.
If you walk into one, how are they going to know you? They don't know who you are. You have not made an appointment. You've not. See, this is where it all comes from. Is the skepticness with psychic mediums and mediumship is that if you are booked on one, they know your name, they know your address. Maybe they might know some other details that you've given them. That can open up a whole can of worms.
It's like I don't like this whole being invited on Facebook to a psychic event. I think you're opening yourself up for your profile to be looked at and things like that.
Yes, but then at the same time, I'm saying all of this, and I've actually seen a psychic medium recently, as you both know, and they were absolutely this specific gentleman who read me was factual. There's nothing, no one, not even you two would have known.
Yeah.
Like the only people that would know is the people that was with me at that specific time. It's not on Facebook, it's not on social, it's not something that they said I would put on social media. And I'm not one to put a lot of private stuff on there anyway, unless it's like the boys' achievements or whatever. But it's about when it was to do with my grandma, and they literally informed me of certain things, and they're going, you would only know that if you were there.
Yeah.
So how would they know that? That's what mind boggles me. I'm there going, I don't know how you would know that. Because I don't know you. You don't know me.
That's a very small percentage, isn't it? That's a very small percentage of someone who can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not against psychics. Don't get me wrong, because I know one lady she scares the ever living crap out of me, and but there's also some you look at and you think, really?
That's pretty much my point of view. I believe there's a very small percentage who are good, but I would need something that actually tells me.
Yeah. For example, this gentleman who did me, as soon as he gave me that fact, I went, "You've got my attention," because before that, you didn't have my attention until you've told me that. Like you've got me now. So tell me, I want to know more. What more do you know? I want to know.
If you've just joined us on YouTube and fast forward and managed just to land on that bit, she's on about a psychic reading when she said did her.
Wow.
Well, you said it.
And if you continue listening, you'll know that I come out with really random stuff that probably sounds
I was going to say,
Alford.
shall we look at our special on Alford Manor? We had about 45 seconds on Alford Manor, then we went on to a bunch of other things, and now we're talking about psychics. So another episode where we've stayed on track. But I was going to say, shall we start looking at wrapping this up now? Have you got a story this week, Ricky?
Yeah. So when this is from when I was a kid. So when I was about, I want to say about 10 or 11, we'd arranged a Halloween party for all the football lads to come round, and the lady I was talking about a minute ago, she came round to tell us some ghost stories and whatnot, and we all listened to them and was all a bit fucking on edge, like, and shitting ourselves. And she goes to us, I can do a trick, because my mum had put candles around the room. There was about 8 or 9 candles, and she goes, I can do a trick. And so we was all like, yeah, all right. And then she goes, Rebecca, just blow out a couple of those candles. And I shit you not, we all screamed. They blew out one by one. And we all shit ourselves. Still couldn't explain it to this day.
What confuses me. Yeah, I
can't explain it. I don't know how she did it. Because no one was stood there going,
yeah.
It wasn't like that. They just went out like a flash. Just went out.
Sorry. I was listening to this on Spotify.
Yeah.
That came from his mouth and not his arse.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story before. You were saying it was. You were saying she terrifies you.
Oh, mate, she made me another one. I used to mow a garden for her, and she goes, she had this thing in her back garden. She used to say this thing. There was something not very nice in the garden that would try and get into the house, and she would somehow stop it from getting in. Anyway, I was mowing the grass, and this one bit of grass would not mow. It just wouldn't. It would stayed long. It would fold. It just would not mow. Everywhere would cut fine, and it would not mow. And she goes, there was a patch out there that wouldn't mow, wasn't there? And I went, yeah. She said, well, that's where that thing stands. I said, oh, great. Now, pissed him off. I've mowed his feet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I didn't mow a garden again. Mate, it's a weird place.
It is. The whole paranormal world is strange. It's weird. It's strange. It's fascinating, and it's addictive. And I think that's pretty much sums it up for me.
I'll have to get her on here because she's got some crazy stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send us some stories.
So, shall we call the episode a night there?
Yes, I think we'll leave it there after the complete going off track. But yeah, Alford Manor. We'll be back to talk about it in a couple of weeks' time.
Yes.
So if you've just joined, thank you for joining, and welcome to Ghost Quarters. We are live on our Facebook subs page this coming Saturday, 9 till 1, whilst we investigate Alford Manor. Would love to see as many of you there. Also, if you've got a story or anything to tell us, a question for any of us, whether it's all of us or individually, ping it over to us, whether it's through Spotify, YouTube, or Facebook page. And we hope to see you all again very soon for episode 6.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Take care.
Right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.